Hey, Cactus crew. Oh, how come it's... Hey, Cactus crew. How you guys going? No, I can't hear myself. What? I can't hear myself. So that's all good. Is my microphone working? Yes, it is. We're off to a great start. Welcome, Cactus crew. Hope you guys are going well. I can't see the circles around my name. Anyway, I'll just have to trust that you can hear me. Can you hear me? Let me go to chat and see if they can hear me. Goose, can you hear me? Are you there? Hello. I'll just like Morse code. We can do it. Okay, I like throwing myself off. Don't look at the screen. Just continue. Welcome, Cactus crew. Hope you guys are going well. I am off to a great start, as you can see. Oh, you can hear me. You can hear me. Oh, that's great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, we are back on track. Yeah, so I wanted to leave this stuff in 2023, but as if I could do that. It's Katie Joy. She is continuing on with her Gypsy stuff and correcting everyone, and now she's brought up the whole fancy situation. And I say that because this is the carousel from hell. Around and around and around we go. We never move forward. There's never any new information, even though Katie says she is the family source, or she said the other day that she's been friends with Kristy Blanchard for 4 years. Now it's 4.5. I can't wait. It's going to be 6 years soon, just in the next few posts. It's how Katie works. Everything is exaggerated. Just like she's not friends with Kristy. We know that she wasn't friends with Lindsay, and she wasn't friends, tight buddies with Amy Duggar either. It's all, they'll just say hi to her or leave a comment, and boom, instantly they're best friends. No matter how long it passes, 4 years, who's counting? Only Katie. But yeah, if she was a close contact with the family, she would have new information. Instead, she's rehashing the carousel from hell. Round and around we go. So I'm just going to go over 2 of her posts because there's, I just have to pick the important ones. And then we're going to go back to 2019 and have a look and see if it's the same information that she was, because she's gone through this before is what I'm trying to get out. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Come in, have a chin wag with the Cactus crew in the chat. And yeah, I got to try and train myself for chat conversation. I can't get carried away with my brain turning mush because we have a mission. My mission basically is to keep Gypsy, Blanchard and the Blanchards, Rod and Kristy, away from Katie. But then if they do tend to interact again in this year, 2024, I pray. 1 Google search is all it takes to find out who you're working with, the evil that Katie is. I believe that she has Munchausen by proxy. And my video, the live that I did on New Year's Eve, I'll link it down below. And then after the live, I'll link all the links like in a pinned comment as well. But yeah, check out the description box for timestamps. If you're part of the replay crew, they'll be there. And yeah. If you want to follow me, you can at It's Crystal Bill, TikTok, Instagram, X. Everything is my own opinion. But yeah, come in, have a chin wag. Let's just grab hold of something. The carousel is spinning. Okay, we're not going to beat around the bush. We're just going to go straight in. And look, I'm trying hard not to get very angry at Katie. Who does she think she is? The spokesperson for the Blanchards? They have not officiated her as anyone. I doubt they're even in this neck of the woods. I doubt they're even online. They're probably living present day with their daughter that they have needed. They're not over here checking on without a crystal ball. She's got the facts. She's really doing it for us, you know? Where would they be without you, Katie? Where would they be without you? So this one's, the 3rd of January. Should I read them all or should I look? We had a plan brain. So there's a few and I think there's 4 and we're starting on the second one. Oh my God, there's more than 4. Now I'm lost. Okay, we're starting on this one. I have been friends with Kristy Blanchard for 4.5 years. She is the most loving woman in the world. She is very protective of her kids and she is also non-confrontational. What has that got to do with the fucking price of eggs, man? April Johns, which is an alias of Fancy. Like, I can't even remember back to 2019. I can't even remember back to 2021 when I covered Katie's interview by PROXY. Those 2 videos are also linked below in the description box. Katie. It's just funny that she's exposing a liar when she is the biggest liar in the world. She's going to be caught. If she pushes any harder, there's going to be someone that has to do a Google search. No one wants to Google search. Like, we just have to. Okay. April Johns has exploited Kristy's calm demeanor to get away with so much vile behavior. We have had all this information about April for 4.5 years and have never released it. But April got cocky and convinced News Nation Now to interview her at 9 p.m. CST or Central, how do you say it? Central Time. She misrepresented herself to the network as an expert on Gypsy's case and a family friend. Why can't these news places do their own research? Why can't they Google to see? You know, like Fox News 13 in Utah. They should have Googled Katie's name before they put her on there. Not that she said anything anyway, you know. She just filled in the gaps. But did we need to see that? I don't know. I don't think it was worth it. April did not anticipate that this interview slot would get leaked to the Blanchard family, but the family found out. Down. This woman has threatened to bury Gypsy. What? What the fuck are you talking about? That is some extreme words. This woman has threatened to bury Gypsy and wants to hurt her. She was about to get a massive shout out on a major cable news outlet. Did you put a stop to it, Katie? Gypsy shouldn't have to address this publicly. She has to focus on herself and her healing. And that's why I'm here. I mean, they asked me. They've put me here to speak to you, the people. Sorry. Had to add that in. That wasn't in there. That was just, it should be in there. That's what this really is. Katie, do you think that your posts are helping Gypsy or making shit more difficult? Rehashing the past, adding more shit to the pile. Because you're not helping her. You are not helping her. Kristy doesn't have a large platform, and I helped my friend out. Oh, shit. She's not your friend. Do you have her number in your phone? Is this like the time that you interviewed Derek Dillard when he just replied to your email? You are such a con artist. You con yourself. There's no artist there, but I mean, gosh. Picasso was an artist. Okay. Oh, and helped my friend out. If you poke a mama bear long enough, she will fight back. Kristy knows that media outlets follow me. She just wants all the media outlets to stop giving this woman the time of day. Your delusions? Come back to the real world, Katie. If you poke a mama bear long enough, you do not protect children. You don't protect your own children. Oh, your own child. You are not a mama bear. We have watched you not react at all when your son is crying, yelling, saying, "Mummy, I'm hungry." Nothing on your face. Nothing. Dead cold stare. No flinching. Because you've got no connection to your son. You're not a mama bear. You don't protect him. And soon enough, the Blanchards will see this, I hope. One Google search. Oh, they're so close to exposing you. You have no idea. You can lie to yourself and say you don't have Munchausen by proxy. But holy shit, when we watched the video of Dr. Grande in my New Year's Eve live, I'll link it below, it's called Playing with Fire. Every single box Katie ticked. Every single box. That is scary. That is something you really can't deny. Like, yeah, okay. I'm just looking at this. Like, Kristy knows the media outlets follow me. There's so many other bigger platforms that she can use besides you. Look at your resume, Katie. You don't do good. You tear people down. You hyper-focus on a subject and then go to town on it. Even if you've covered it before, but you don't know what you've covered. You just repeat the same thing over and over. Oh, here we go. The prophecy. Until you have walked away, until you have walked a day in their shoes, don't judge what you don't understand. I've learned that Gypsy is far more complex. The sum of her case. Oh my God, what's happened? My brain hasn't turned to P already, has it? Let me just hang on. I've learned that Gypsy is far more complex. Than sum of her case. It doesn't make sense. What is that sum there? She has a ton she wants to do to help victims or Munchausen by proxy. Katie, you know you're spelling it wrong. I did the little Google. No one spells it apostrophe S. You're spelling it wrong because spelling it right would be too real. It would be in your face. Holy shit, do I have that? Got to put that apostrophe S. Just keep that distance. So you're a professional that understands exactly what DD had, but you can't even spell the disorder correctly. She hopes to educate and advocate for others. So what happened to her and her mum doesn't happen to anyone else. Oh my God. Like, when did this turn into like a primary school show and tell? You're a shit writer. You've said this you've got no new information. You've got no source. You said that you are the source in your other posts, that you are the source of your content. Doesn't make sense because you don't understand what a source is. Imagine like having a resume and you are, you are your own reference. Well, okay. Where are we? She paid her price and served her time. Now she wants to use the platform this case gave her for good. Yep, and starting with you. Starting with you. To save your son. 11 years he's lived in your hell. Oh, on the picture it says Fancy Maselli, also known as April Jones, and then it's her mugshot, multiple mugshots. For those of you talking smack about the Blanchards finally exposing April Johns, this all happened tonight because April was set to be on News Nation at 9. They want all media to know not to book interviews with April. I'm having deja vu because I really do feel like, this is exactly what happened when you went on News Utah, Utah 13. I can't even remember what order the words go in. Oh my gosh, Katie. Was this the one? No, this was not the one. This was the one. This is the second post that I just want to read out. And it's a picture of Gypsy Rose, present day. What is that? Katie's just like a screenshot of an Instagram comment from Fancy, but it doesn't say when it was, or like Katie could have made that. I'm so sick of Gypsy. Like, I honestly want to bury her so far down a rabbit hole, and I honestly think if I dig enough, I could make her look so fucking bad. I feel like Katie made that. But Katie, you remember how you lied to 7M and said that you were part of like a HBO documentary coming out about Shekinah Church? I don't know if I say it right. Is it Shekinah or Shekinah? Shekinah sounds weird. But anyway, Katie, and so Fancy did that as well, went and met up with Kristy and her family and then convinced them that she was making a documentary called By Proxy. Yeah, so liar, liar, pants on fire, Mrs. Paulson. Attention media, Fancy Maselli is not friends with Gypsy or her family. She is attempting to book interviews about Gypsy with news outlets. Katie, do you want to be in there? Like, do you want an interview? Do you want to stand up tall? You standing up? When? You never stand up. For anyone. You do your standing up from your sitting down position. I forgot what I was going to say because I just thought about you standing up and the picture totally threw my brain off. Because it's like, is she sitting? Is she standing? It doesn't matter. It's the same. Okay. Attention media and outlets that are covering Gypsy Blanchard's case. The family has become aware that Francesca Maselli is attempting to book interviews and major outlets as an expert and friend on Gypsy Blanchard and her family. Connected to this post are screenshots of Fancy, also known as Francesca, telling other bloggers that she wants to, e.g. quote fingers, bury Gypsy. We just went over this. This post might have been before the other one. It's okay. It all figures out in the end. Figures out. Fancy's real name is April Jones. It's weird that, is it? Okay. Fancy's real name is April Jones. She misled the family about her work history and claimed to be a film producer and writer. She is neither. Katie, you want the world to believe that you're a journalist, but you've got no qualifications, you've got no credentials, you've got no resume that shows that you first do no harm, follow journalistic code of practice. No, defamation lawsuits central for you because you don't seem to learn and you go over and over and over. Even your writing has got worse. I can't believe how bad your writing has become. You're meant to be growing. You're meant to be evolving. This is what happens when you don't have a heart and you're trying to use words. It's just words. Just words. No meaning, no point. Like, what the fuck is your point? I don't think anyone will be reaching out to you for an interview, even though you say you've been friends with Kristy for 4.5 years. If people use their mind, like logically, and you posting all this crap, no one will go near you because this crap is you. This is what you are. Regurgitation of the same shit every day, round and around. You've never grown. Your writing is atrocious. As recently as the past few weeks, Fancy has reached out to true crime creators on TikTok who immediately contacted the family over DMs Fancy sent them about the family. Just you're fucking writing. Fancy is not being connected. I thought her name was April, okay? But I know I do prefer Fancy as well because I do picture her there, like coming up with the name Fancy. Do you reckon she has a dance? She better have a dance for each different name that she is. Katie, do you? Okay, brain, come on. Fancy. Oh, God, here we go. But Katie has. Fancy is not being connected to the Blanchard family for over 4 years. She has no information about Gypsy's life today and knows nothing about her release or conditions. Additionally, she has been falsely reporting Gypsy already broke her parole conditions, which is categorically false. No period, no full stop there, journalist. Katie, if you had direct contact, if you were a friend, you would shut up. Also, you know, if you were a friend, you'd shut up. But also, if you were a family friend, you would have new information. But you don't. You're rehashing shit that you went through in 2019. Over and over. Nothing is new. So you can say that you've been friends with them 4.5 years, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure the person that met them down at the servo, you know, filling up their car, might know more about them than you. You are a leech. You are a stalker. Imagine if Kristy read this. Fucking restraining order. She'd be like, I spoke to her once, left a comment under one of her posts, and now we're best friends. And it's back down to 4. Although this is before the post that we just read. So within a few hours, it went from 4 to 4.5 years. Because you really need to tell Fancy, look, it's not 4 years, it's 4.5 now. That's how long. I mean, you don't have that, do you? Do you reckon Fancy is doing this, Katie, rehashing your relationship, what you guys went through? Do you think she fucking cares? What is this doing to Gypsy? What is your point? You aren't helping Gypsy. You're making yourself look worse. You're making yourself look uncontactable. Like, you know, you're making people, you're making people want to Google you. What's going on with this girl? You know, what's going on with this without a crystal ball? How come she's just so hung up on Gypsy and can't seem to get over this Fancy woman? Like, you'd think, one post, get over it, move on. No, this is her whole day. It's like she feeds off drama. Does she need to create her own drama to feed herself? Yes, she does. Welcome to Without a Crystal Ball. Now we're on the same page. Let's move on. The family understands that Gypsy is a polarizing figure and not everyone likes What? And not everyone likes her. They respect people's right to have an opinion about Gypsy's case. However, given the harassment they say they've experienced by this person, they do not want to be associated with her anyway. Gypsy is free for the first time in her life. She needs to be surrounded by people who are supportive of her growth and healing. Are you, Katie? Katie, are you? You're not surrounding her, but I mean, are you supportive of her growth and her healing? Do you know what healing is? Do you know what growth is? I don't think you do. You don't. You don't. So all of this that you're doing, not helping at all. It's almost like you're in a battle to prove to everyone that you know Gypsy more than everyone and that you are the go-to source. Yet, you're not really sharing information. Like, you're just sharing information that is going to ignite the gossip train again. Like, just reunite the garbage in the dumpster. Pull up a chair and take a whiff. Look at your shit, man. You don't understand. Katie continues, Fancy consistently telling people that she evidence. What? Fuck. We were doing good. Car crash. Fancy consistently tells people that she evidence that will ruin. Oh, you missed out. She has evidence that will ruin Gypsy and Kristy Blanchard, but no such evidence exists. Knowing the distress the family is feeling. Oh, you don't know. You don't know. Oh my God. Knowing the distress the family is feeling, I'm asking media to be mindful before booking interviews with this woman. Gypsy and the family do not want Gypsy and the family. Why can't it be Gypsy and her family? Because it's the family, their characters in your bank book. Gypsy and the family do not want to have contact with Fancy. The family has told me that they will not interview with any outlets that interview Fancy Masali as a part of this story or case. Well, which one is it, Katie? Is it a story or is it a case? It's Katie's story time, isn't it? Exaggeration Nation. Thank you for your understanding. Who are you? I'm sorry, who are you? Are you a media outlet? Do you have a media pass? Where's your credentials? Where's your resume? Or are you just part of the gossip? Are you a YouTuber that just spreads gossip? I think so. Maybe I should Google you. That's what anyone would be thinking. Thank you for your understanding. Gypsy needs support and understanding, not judgment and hate. Oh my gosh. You are the worst. Let me just have a look. Where did I leave off? Hang on. Whoa, how much, you really have got, weren't you meant to be taking time off, Katie? So I left you here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 posts in 3 days? I want to have some of this energy now. Please give me some, but not with those beady eyes. Okay. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Oh no. Oh, what's going on with my oh, there it is. I was like, where's the chat? Hey guys, I was like coming to check and see Susie. It's like the first question I see. KJ pees on her own. Oh, she pees on her own life story. Can you imagine the HBO special? Katie, who would play Katie? She'd have to play herself. She's quite unique. Okay, so now I just want to go back to, well, let me just bring up the curtain for a minute while I do some magic behind here and try and figure out where I'm going. Where are we going? If I do this and I do that. God, I just can't believe she's just not going to let up. She has no end game. That's my new thing now. Now that I know what end game means, I just use it in everything. But yes, this is me. Oh God. Okay. So we're just going to watch. Now we're just going to watch a old Without a Crystal Ball video that she did on September 11, 2019, going over the exact same thing. So let's see if she's got any new information. Guys, I told you, this is the carousel from hell. We just never go forward. We only go round. We only go round and round. God, imagine if Katie grew. Imagine if she was able to grow as a person or like evolve as a person. Oh, I've got you on mute for a reason. Okay, this is where we're at. So September 2019. It's titled Gypsy Blanchard's former production team stirs the pot. So,
do you know when I go live? So we're going to talk today again about By Proxy, the series, because these two ladies or this group or this team of women or men, I have no idea how many people are actually involved in this thing, can't seem to stop talking. And despite the fact that they've been exposed for not being involved with the family anymore and the family wanting nothing to do with them, Gypsy's own statements on the series, creator April Johns, aka Fancy Maselli, this group continues to want to, I don't know, pretend like they are connected to the family and think they're going to put out a series. However, thus far in 2 years, there has been nothing to date to come to fruition. Multiple networks have passed on the opportunity to take this up due to not wanting to work with April. And can you really blame them? She has no background in the film industry and a criminal background and a lot of fraud that would make most companies not want to work with her. So she was kind of upset, maybe a little bit salty. And on Without a Crystal Ball, we are definitely a little bit salty. That's what we do. That's how we roll. And they got salty by some of the coverage that I did when I spoke out for the family. Now, the family had asked me, reached out to me, in fact, and asked me to clear a few things up, knowing that I had a platform in order to do it.